I have already shown you how to go from the Kuala Lumpur condo to Penang. Here is a summary of it. Take a grab from our condo in Bukit Bintang in Kuala Lumpur to TBS, that is the central bus station. That will cost you about 10 ringgits. Also, make sure a couple of days at least before pre book your bus from Kuala Lumpur to Sungai Nibong. That is in the Penang Island. Yeah, if you book the seats, you will know exactly which bus you are going by and time it accordingly. This should cost you about 45 ringgits, 40 to 45 ringgits each for a total of 90 ringgits. There is also buses, in fact, a lot of buses that go to Butterworth, Penang, which is the mainland. But if you go there, the price of the grab from that bus stop to the condo will be almost 40 ringgits, which is double. So it's better to go straight into the island, Sungai, to the bus terminal there called Sungai Nibong. There is another option if you go to Butterworth and you want to take the ferry across to the island. The ferry costs only like 4 ringgits. So for two people, that will be 8 ringgits. But then you have to walk from the train station through their walkway, which is not very far, but it could take you about 10 minutes. You walk to the ferry jetty and then you board the boat there. I think it's every half an hour or 1 hour the boat. So you can, that is one option you can do if you don't want to go to Nibong. But for the first time when you go with your luggage, I would suggest go to Nibong, Sungai Nibong. Sungai means river. You will see a lot of words in Malaysia with the word Sungai. Sungai means river. So Sungai Nibong means Nibong River. Once you reach the Sungai Nibong terminal in the Penang Island, from there you just get a grab to the condo. It will cost you about 20 ringgits. So, in summary, the total cost of going from Kuala Lumpur to our condo in Georgetown, the Penang Island, for two people is 120 ringgits or US $30. This is Mr. Jeffrey Koch. He is our ambassador in Penang. He will meet with you and you will also be seeing him, and he can give you all the assistance you need in Penang. The following information on things to do in Penang were taken from tripadvisor.com. Thank you, TripAdvisor. Here are the top 12 things that TripAdvisor has identified as the things to do in Penang Island. Let us go through one by one. This one is Escape Penang. It is just a theme park. It is to the northwest of our condo. It's 21 kilometers away and grab costs 26 ringgits. It's quite pricey, and for a theme park for seniors, I'm not sure. The next one is Penang Hill. It's about 10 kilometers away. It's to the west of our condo, and it's the grab is just $10. And it's a hill, it's a hill. It's 100 ringgits, including the funicular. It's an optional thing. The next one is the Penang Peranakan Mansion, and this is directly to the east of us within the city, 4 kilometers. The grab is 7 ringgits, and the entrance fee is $20. It's like a museum of a culture. The next is the Keklok Sea Temple, 6 kilometers away, a Chinese temple, and it is to the southwest of our condo. It's 6 kilometers away, and grab is 9 ringgits. The entrance is free. It's like a Chinese temple. Next is the Cheong Fadsi Blue Mansion. It's very close, 3 kilometers. It is directly to the east of us. And 3 kilometers and grab is 6 ringgits. The entrance fee is 25 ringgits, and again, it's like a museum. Entopia is a butterfly park which is about 21 kilometers. It is directly to the west of us. Grab is 26 ringgits, and I'm not really sure whether it's worth for seniors. We might have seen many butterfly parks. The next is the Armenian Street. It's kind of a cultural place. It's uh, it's directly to the east of us. It's 3 kilometers away, and the grab costs 6 ringgits. The entrance is free. There are a lot of street arts worth seeing. The next is the Habitat in Penang Hill, 10 kilometers away, and it is directly to the west of us. It's $9, 9 ringgits by grab. Again, it's a hill. I made it kind of optional. 60 ringgits the entry fee. This one is the Chu jetty made of wood completely, and it is directly to the east of us. The 3 kilometers grab is 6 ringgits, and the entrance is free. It's just a jetty. You see how the complete wooden structure is. The next is the Penang Botanical Gardens, beautiful place, 6 kilometers away. It is to the northwest of us. Its grab costs 7 ringgits, and the entrance is free. You can spend a nice, there's a beach, nice day there. The Tropical Spice Garden is 18 kilometers away. It is to the northwest of us. 21 ringgits by grab, and it's an optional thing. If you are interested to know about spices, you can go. The Penang National Park with that beach front is 21 kilometers. Again, it is to the northwest of us. It's 26 ringgits by grab, and the entrance is free, and you can spend half a day or something. Let us look at the summary of the entertainment costs on things to do. Uh, Many of the expensive ones, which are like theme park and just hills, I've made it optional so that we can keep under the budget. And of course, you can always choose to one or two of them to go. The total cost comes to 75 US dollars. Let's see the food costs, how it is the average cost in Malaysia. I have budgeted about 10 US dollars per person per day. So for the two people, it will be $20 per day. So for 28 days, it is $560. Then there is a condo cleaning fee. You have to pay $20 at each place. So that is another $80 for the four locations. So in the food, I'm going to show you the groceries, the costs of onions and tomatoes and bread and eggs, and also what an average meal will cost you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I will only be showing you the sample of each, and then, of course, once you are down here, when you go to the various shops, you'll find a lot of alternatives. Uh, there is no fancy dining involved in this budget. Of course, you can always choose to spend more and go to a fancy place. In general, in Malaysia, that restaurants which are not air conditioned are much more reasonable and lower in price than air conditioned restaurant. Most of the restaurants, I would say, are not air conditioned. Only a few high end restaurants are the air conditioned ones. This first dish is called nasi lemak. It is almost the Malaysian national dish. You will see people eating this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and any time. Let us see what are all the ingredients or items on this nasi lemak. The first item in the nasi lemak is white rice that is cooked in coconut milk. It's very flavorful because of the coconut milk in which it is cooked. The next main item in a nasi lemak is called sambal, which is made with onions and tomatoes and fried with spices. The next item in a nasi lemak, for those who would eat eggs, is a boiled egg that is split into half. The next item in a nasi lemak are a few slices of cucumber, thinly sliced. The next item in a plate of nasi lemak are a few fried peanuts, a handful of fried peanuts. And finally, a bunch of fried anchovies, which, of course, for vegetarians, they will not give it. But these are the basic content of a nasi lemak plate. This nasi lemak is the most common food you will see here in Malaysia, people eating it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now, this is the basic one that probably sells for around 5 or 6 ringgits. It's about a dollar, dollar 50. In addition, you can add a piece of chicken or a fish, and that would be another additional 5 or 6 ringgits. This is a South Indian favorite called banana leaf lunch. Basically, the food is served in a banana leaf with rice, white rice, and different varieties of curries. And then there are vegetables are kept on top side of the banana leaf, two or three, a salad and pickles and fried appalams like tortillas. So this is an unlimited meal, a South Indian meal that usually costs around 8 to 10 ringgits, and a side of a chicken or mutton or fish could be another about 8 to 10 ringgits. This is a very popular Chinese food. It is called chicken rice, and you have rice, then chicken, either boiled or fried, a few pieces of cucumbers, tomatoes, and a side soup and some sauce. It's very reasonable in price, usually between 10 to 20 ringgits a plate. You can call this the national drink of Malaysia. It is called teh tarik. Teh is tea, tarik is pulled. So they pour it from one glass to another glass. It looks like they're being pulling the tea. And it's very reasonably priced, anywhere from $1 to $4, depending on where you drink it. And it's available in almost every establishment, whether it is Malay, Chinese, or Indian. This is the inside of what is known as a mama shop. These are usually run by Indian Muslim people who had come to Malaysia long ago, and it's a very, very popular place to eat. Food is, you get all kinds of food, and it's also very reasonable in price. You can get Indian food, Chinese food, and also Malay food. This is a typical Chinese outfit called kopitiams. It's like our coffee shops, and boiled eggs, cloth coffee, black coffee with toasted bread with kaya or butter. These are very common. Again, very reasonable in price, for about 6 to 10 ringgits per person. Fresh vegetables and fruits are available everywhere. There are supermarkets, mom and pop shops, and another favorite place for people to buy is in Pasar Malams, the night market in the areas. And prices are very reasonable to buy and to make your own salad or vegetables. This could save you a lot of money on the food budget. If you don't eat out and you only buy and cook, you can probably eat for less than half of what you would pay to eat outside. Now, let us look at the summary of the food costs. This is assuming you're eating outside all your meals. And if you choose to buy your own groceries and vegetables and meat, these prices would almost be just half of it. So the breakfast, for example, two eggs with toasted bread and coffee, is about 8 to 12 ringgits. A South Indian dosa and coffee, same 8 to 10 ringgits. Or a nasi lama and coffee, same about 8 to 12 ringgits. So the average is 8 to 12 ringgits for a breakfast. Let us see what we get for lunch. A banana leaf vegetarian meal with a chicken dish will cost you about 18, 17, 18 ringgits. Or a plate of mixed rice with chicken and vegetables and a small soup is about 15 ringgits. So for a total of 17 ringgits. Let us see what we can get for dinner in our budget. You can eat two chapatis with a chicken side dish. Chapatis are like flat breads, like tortillas. It's about 15 ringgits. Or you can have a kway teo. It's noodles, flat noodles with a cup of coffee for 10 to 12 ringgits for an average of about 12 ringgits for dinner. So the total for a day on all these three different breakfast, lunch, and dinner comes to about 37 to 40 ringgits, which is about 9 to 10 US dollars, as I told you. But remember, you can cut some of this by cooking your own food or eating two meals. You can buy your bread and eggs and have breakfast at home. And then little extra that is left, you can go for one nice dining place for a dinner. So this is within $10 per day per person. Going from our Penang condo to the Langkawi condo, there are basically two ways. One, you can just fly straight from Penang to Langkawi, and the second thing is you can take a bus to Kuala Perlis, and then from Kuala Perlis, you take a ferry to Langkawi. Let us look at the costs for each of them now. I looked at the prices of flights about 2 weeks away. All the flights are, the cheapest flights rather, are around 74 ringgits. For this price of 74 ringgits, they allow you a carry on bag with 7 kilos in weight. But if you have bigger bags, then the price for a 15 kg bag is about 48 ringgits, and for a 20 kg bag, it's about 88 ringgits. So if you take a flight from Penang to Langkawi straight, the minimum cost will be 74 ringgits. And with the baggage, if you have a bigger 15 kg or a 20 kg, the cost could go from 122 to 162. So you have to decide based on your baggage limits. The next alternate way of going from Penang to Langkawi is to take a bus to Kuala Perlis, which will cost about 25 ringgits each. And the ferry from Kuala Perlis to Langkawi is 35 ringgits each for foreigners. So for a total of 60 ringgits. So this means if you don't have baggage, all you have is a carry on. Maybe taking the flight might be better because it will cost you only 74 and much less time. So you will take a grab from our condo in Georgetown to the Georgetown ferry. That should cost you about 10 ringgits. Then you pre-book your seats on the bus from Penang to Kuala Perlis. That should cost you about 25 ringgits each or 50 ringgits total. And then you reach Kuala Perlis and take the ferry jetty. You should also pre-book for that, and that will cost you 35 ringgits each. And finally, you will take a grab either from the jetty or from the airport. From the jetty, it will be about 20 ringgits, and from the airport, it will be about 10 ringgits because we are very close to the airport and you reach our condo in Perdana condominiums. Here is a summary of the costs going from the Penang condo to the Langkawi condo. If you took the bus and the ferry because you have some heavy luggage, it'll cost you 150 ringgits or US dollar 35 for two people. Alternatively, if you decide to take the flight, the total cost will come to 165 ringgits for two people. That is 40 US dollars for two people by flight. If you don't have heavy baggage, you can take the flight with just about $5 more. Or if you have big bags, then that will cost a lot. You can might as well come by the ferry. This is Mr. Ikwan. We call him Wan. He is our ambassador in the slow world travel for our Langkawi destination. He also happens to be the manager of the Perdana building, so he can help you with any questions, anything you want to know about Langkawi. He was born and brought up in Langkawi, so he knows everything inside out.